And welcome everybody to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations, bringing the best content from the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. And as always, my name is Blake and I am a real-world flight dispatcher aiming to bring you a little more context to your flight sim viewing experience. And today, I have a pretty dope-ass new Kennedy Space Center slash SpaceX shuttle rocket mod to show you guys. Living here in Orlando, obviously being so close to the Space Coast, that's a big thing down here. And obviously rocket launches do affect airline operations, so it's something that we are very aware of in the airline world, especially in flight dispatch. If any rocket launch TFRs are going to affect the operation. So got a little bit of that to show y'all. This was apparently not a super new mod, but it did just come to my my awareness yesterday when they put out a new update, new version to this mod. So I kind of played around with it last night. I even made a little short that I haven't posted yet. I gotta actually do that on my phone because can't like add music on the YouTube browser base. Anyways, so that's gonna be the mission for today. Quick, easy, short little flight from Orlando up to Savannah, Georgia, which I believe will be a new destination for Spirit Airlines here in the very near future. So we'll check out that airport. So I think I've only flown into it maybe once. But anyways, before all of that though, as always, first things first, going to be a huge shout out to all of our channel members, and that's going to be Ksav, Marco, Image Seeker, Kyle Lewis, D-Champ, Captain Nate, Hillbilly Gypsy, AJJ, Wes Burson, David Isaac, Dustin, Mickey Mike, my man Captain Johnny Bravo, Palco, FO Pilot Def, JJ Stevens, Sonora Mebia, AJ Finari, Zippy Zapple, Fritz 340, Zach Hamilton, G-Man Dukes, Josh C. Falls, Tyler Rocks, struggle with this name every time, Aker Gorlami, Shadow Dark, Play Nuts, Yori, Fred, Will H, Captain Shack, Skyfall, Space Ghost Seeker, and Gabriel Cruz Bays. So thank you guys so much for the continued support, and also a huge shout out to Callie Simmer. In the last couple of streams, she's been gifting those memberships because you know she's just the loveliest and the best. Now over to the chat. We got my man Jet Kid, aka Nolan, up in the house. Great to see you, dude. So gonna watch the homie do his thing. Not a day that goes by that I don't keep it on the wrong side. Hey, I like that. I appreciate it, man. I hope you had a good morning of driving. That is a very long time to be out on the road since 3 a.m. JJ, how's it going, my friend? Wrong side means the right seat is wrong. You know, in the world of flight sim, pretty much, right? Like everybody wants to be the captain. Everybody wants to be left seat, right? But not me. I'm that senior first officer that has my pick of schedule, so I just keep my ass right where it's at. Let's see, who else we got up in here today? We got Abdelio. What's going on, man? It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. How you doing? Ponce is going to have interior and low jetways. Should be released soon. Oh man, that'll be awesome. Let me know whenever that update is out, and we'll try to get a stream in on it. JJ, hello, great to see you, my friend. I don't know if Ksav, we'll go with that. Savannah Bananas, that's right. I've yet to see one of those games. I don't know if I could take it serious. I know they do like some cool ass trick shit, but like all the other dancing and stuff, I don't know if I can do. Like I like my baseball kind of serious, I guess. Bananas are awesome. See, like they're super popular, but I don't know. I should give it a chance. Skystream Aviation, welcome, my friend. Good afternoon to everybody here, East Coast time. The rest of you's still good morning, I guess. Never tried them either. See, I've never tied them together. Sorry, that makes sense. Yeah, you're not the only one. A lot of folks always have had to give the explanation to kind of figure out the backstory on that one. Anyways, we're gonna be flying the Silky Smooth Skittles mismatch livery. Absolutely love this livery. Love the yellow radome. Now we just need a yellow airplane with the white radome because there are some of those out there. Although we try not to have too much mismatch in the fleet because we want our airplanes to look good to the flying public. But you know, sometimes shit be happening. So anyways, we're gonna kill the music and we're gonna get into this thing. And because I got to mow the yard before I go to work, so let's get into it. It was like the inbound crew left this in a kind of a turn state force with crew supply, ground control, CVR test. Get that down to captain. Haters 1, 2, and 3. Nav logo's already on. We can get that no smoking and arm the emergency exit lights. Get that AC down. Run the APU fire test. Engine 1 fire test. I do think Captain went to probably go take a shit. You know, judging by the coffee cup, he's probably got them coffee shits. So I think that's where he's at. Flight directors are on. Constraints. Constraints on the captain side as well. Ground clutter suppression to auto. TCAS auto. Put on number 2 for a right seat takeoff. Get that over to all threats instead of just above and below. PA, cabin, VHF 1. Now we're not flying on a network today because to do what we need to do to take a look at this mod, we'd have to fly a pretty non-standard route. It's a handcrafted route that I made. And I'm sure VATSIM would just reroute me, because I do think Miami Center is online and I would have been flying into their airspace, and they'd been rerouting me to get my ass out of their airspace as fast as possible, which I didn't really want to do. Alright, that's all good to go. Check our oxygen, and we'll get our FB plugged in, set up. That loaded, and let's go mass and balance and get the boarding process started. And as y'all can see, we have the interactive cockpit here with the silky smooth livery. Got these lovely window shades. Now on the yellow airplanes, they'll be yellow with little minion eyes. We've got the logbook. We've got the captain's phone and coffee cup. You can actually get rid of that coffee cup if you want to. We've got the OFP down here in between the thrust levers. And we also have an interactive checklist, which I love. This is a real-world checklist, so we'll be using that on today's flight as well. Alright, now coming on down to the McDo, we'll go Atsu. See if this actually, look at that, it's sized correctly this time. And I hate that y'all can't hear like the flight attendant and all that stuff. It's a separate audio channel that I can turn it on, but then it basically runs all audio through that one channel, and then I can't individually control separate sources, and that was an issue in the first streams that we were using, you know, the PA announcements and all that shit. So let's see, Jake had said a twerking umpire is all y'all need in your life. I don't know about that. I really don't think I need a twerking umpire in my life. Unless it's a good-looking chick with a thick ass. I don't think I need it. Marco, good morning. Actually, good afternoon. Way good afternoon your time. Probably evening for you. But good afternoon from the East Coast. Great to see you, dude. Finally mastered the FS Labs Neo. Gotta tell, man, it's pretty nice. A little more flight model work and bugs worked out. It's gonna have some competition. Yeah, it's definitely it's not a bad airplane. I'd like it if I'm really, you know, dying for a Neo. I have a lot of performance issues with it. I get a lot of static, a bunch of just weird stuff when I fly that airplane. So I've kind of left it for now. Brett Smith, How's it going, my friend? What's up, wrong side? Been a minute? Yes, it has. Savannah is my home airport. It's definitely growing with Spirit coming and new gates being added. Yes, sir. We were just actually talking about that in the very beginning, that Spirit will be heading to Savannah here pretty soon. D1, morning to you as well. Hope you're doing good. And my dear Callie's in the house. But good morning and good afternoon to you as well, Callie. Hope you're having a good morning. Reaper 88, welcome. Is this FS Labs? No, this is Phoenix. Still the GOAT, in my opinion. D-Champ, what's up, brother? Good morning. Alrighty. We want AOC menu, flight inits, initialize data request. Y'all know how all this stuff goes. I've seen it a million times here on the channel. We definitely love the bus around here. Alright, we'll go data, IRS monitor. Got 2 minutes on the align. While we're looking down here, I'm going to come over to the captain side AOC menu, and I'm going to get a little weather request for Orlando, as well as Savannah. Shoot those off, receive messages, check that load sheet. Don't really care about that, it's prelim. And then there is Orlando's. So we're going to leave that up because we're going to need it here in a second. Alright, back over to the FO side. GPS monitor, going to check that airport reference point, row 2825. And then west 8118. That all cross checks. AC status, make sure our nav database is current. Today is the 7th of July, so that nav database will be updating here in a couple days. So make that mental note for your nav databases in your sim airplanes. Make sure y'all get that and keep that up to date. Alright, initialize Orlando Savannah, carrying no alternate. We are NKS. What are we? Yeah, 1012. Cost index 25. Cruising altitude, we're going to be at, well, this thing put us at 340. I had manually told it 26. That's okay. We'll fly 340. And temperature there is minus 42. Ground temp here in Orlando right now is 32 degrees Celsius. Tropopause is 48,000 feet. Got GPS primary, so that's good. Flight plan, Orlando departure off of, should be 17 right. And then we're going to be on the Missoula departure. And then Missoula transition, so we're not going to use any of these transitions. We'll insert that. From there, we're going to join a few different airways. That's going to take us up to Savannah. Again, this is a handcrafted route. This is kind of a wonky route. It's not anything that you would see being flown in real life. But as you can tell, it's going to come straight over the Space Coast and then turn northbound up into Savannah. Alright, in Savannah, we're going to be landing ILS runway 1, no star, approach via. Let's take a look and see if there's anything good. Then if there's no star, we can do an approach via if we want. There's no like expect radar vectors or any of that kind of stuff. Where is Simba? Oh, that's way off to the east. Nope, no via. Insert. Now looking at the SID, it's going to be a radar vector departure, so we depart off to the south, outer above 1500 Cape, and then we'll be on headings from there. So we'll probably just direct ourselves straight to Grek, or Girk, however you say that, and then we'll be on course. Alright, secondary. I'm going to copy the active, then go back into our secondary, go to init. This is the engine fail procedure, Kmco to Kmco. Secondary Secondary departure off of 17 right. No SID. And then if we do come back, we're going to come back to 17 right because it's the longer of the two on the east side of the airport. No SID, no star. Pretty cut and dry. Alright, now looking back over to the captain's FMS, we have the weather over there, so we're going to throw in the environmentals. That way we're not trying to do that while we're limping around on one engine. So winds 220 at 10. Temperature 32. Altimeter 3014. And then here on the chart, minimums on the Barrow is 290, which is 200 height above touchdown. Alright, on the rad nav, we're going to hard tune the Orlando VOR. Hey, boarding's completed. Let's go ahead and get that APU fired up. Is that how much fuel we're supposed to have? It's 10,000. Yeah. Well, that's not very much. Alright, so we have our fuel, so we can turn our seatbelt sign on. Fuel pumps can come on. Alright, back over to our diff strip flow. Gonna get our wind data uplink. We've got our load sheet as well, so we can go ahead and put in all of the numbers. So zero fuel weight is 124.1. With a zero fuel weight CG of 31.2. And crash 31.1. Alright, then based off the OFP, taxi fuel is 500 pounds. Route reserve is 0, that's for flag fuel policy. No alternate. And then 45-minute reserve. Check that fuel planning, make sure the number is smaller than what we have on the OFP. It did not, yeah, no, it still got most of my extra fuel that I planned. It missed out on the 10 minutes of basic extra, but that's not a big deal. Alright, so it's giving us a block fuel of 7.7. We're planned at 9.9. So that is good. Perf. We'll get our takeoff numbers. I guess we can go ahead and do that. One seven right to drive, flap config optimal, force toga no, anti-ice off, packs on. Calculate that up. So we flaps 2 down 0.4, the flex temp is 67, engine out, acceleration climb altitude is 1590. Now if we were taking off northbound towards the Orlando Executive Airport, that'd have to be, I believe, 1900. V speeds 39, 40, and 43. We'll shoot that off to the McDo. Got our numbers. And then what I'm also going to do is we're going to go back over to Captain's side FMS and put in the environmentals for Savannah. So winds are calm, temperature's 33. Damn, it's actually hotter there than Orlando, that's wild. And then 3008 on the altimeter. Minimum's 239. The Barrow, which is 200 height above touchdown, 3/4 mile viz. Sweet. Last but not least, on the prog page, Kmco 17 right. And that is just for engine fail situational awareness. Alrighty, climbing up to 7,000 as dictated by the SID. 3014 is the altimeter. All that's good to go. I'm waiting until 4 minutes on the timer, so that'll be about the 1 minute start up on the APU plus a 3 minute APU warm up to make sure that the AP burns off any excess oil and avoids any kind of fume events. Logbook checks out. We got that on board. Ship 36, 37. I guess captain's not here, so we're just going to go without him. Get rid of all of our sunshades. And there's our 4 minutes. So we'll kill the timer. And then we can get that bleed on. Disconnect ground power. And we'll call up GSX. Actually, you know what? Before we hit that beacon light, real quick, let's go through a quick little departure brief, and then we'll get out of here. So real quick, cockpit prep, maintenance log tail is on board and checked, gear pins, covers removed, seatbelt signs are on, aiders are in nav. Fuel, we need 9.9, we got 9.9 on board. Altimeter is 3014 set, and EFB is checked. Alright, for the departure brief, it's going to be a right seat takeoff. Aircraft type is a 320 for tail strike avoidance, no MELs and no CDLs. It's going to be a 2-engine taxi out to runway 17 right. We'll push back, take Juliet 2 to Juliet over the bridge, Golf, Hotel 1 off 17 right. Standard board procedures, below 80 knots, my decision to reject. Above 80 knots, I'm on board for engine fire, engine fail, level wind shear, anything that makes us feel like the aircraft's unsafe for takeoff. Avi 1 for popping engine, we're going to go flying. Engine fail procedures, fly runway heading, we'll speed up, clean up. Engine acceleration, climb altitude is 1590. We'll sort out the issue and we'll come back to runway 17 right for an under max landing weight landing. All goes as planned. We're going to fly the Missoula 3 departure up to 7,000 feet, and we're squawking 2,000 because we're not flying on any network. And with that said, oops. Before start checklist, windows, doors, and slides closed and armed. Actually, I'm over here using my physical checklist. When we've got this one. Before start checklist, windows, doors, and slides closed and armed. Beacons on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brake is on. And transponder is in auto. Before start checklist is complete. I wish I had like a binding that I could hit to pull that up. Alright, back to the chat real quick. Jackhead, no, not flying online. Like I said, this is a very non-standard route, and I knew that if I flew on VATSIM, they were just going to reroute me off of it. Which now they're offline anyway, so I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Spirit just started ops at my hometown airport, Birmingham to Lauderdale. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Very interesting, like, city pair. I don't know. Like, well, I think we were all kind of surprised that that there would be enough demand out of Birmingham to go to South Florida. But Birmingham also, they got some kind of big stuff going on in town. Like, there's some space stuff going on there, right? I can know that Smarter Everyday guy, like his dad was some sort of like NASA engineer or something, and they lived in Birmingham for a while. We'll go nose to the right. Reaper 88, did you get to try the A320 at the expo? Really looking forward to that. I did not. I saw it, but there was people waiting around to fly it, and I don't know. I never, for one, I don't care to battle people, and then like once I'm on the test flight, like feel rushed, you know, because there's other people waiting. So same with like Bluebird. I saw it, but I didn't try it. For me, I'd rather just kind of wait, get it on my sim, and then like thoroughly immerse myself into it and enjoy it and not feel rushed. You know, just soak it all in for the first time, especially when it's an airplane that like you're super excited about, which the 220 I am, as well as Bluebird. So remain stepped away. I was wondering if we were on bad side. No, we are not. Yeah, okay. Saw it. Then JJ, there appears to be. Yeah, I don't know exactly what all is. Hell, some of it's probably classified, but I'm gonna keep clicking that. It's gonna be irritating. Alrighty. Get the ready for brakes. Brakes release, clear to push. Nose right. Alright, we'll go ahead and roll number 1. Look at this, this fucked up livery. It's kind of dope. Maybe Frontier should go to that. Yeah, dude, absolutely. I don't know if I ever will. Well, like I would go there, as like to like leisure travel. But to do like my cockpit fam ride, which is typically like when I'm gonna go somewhere that like would be I don't know, like closer, or like if I'm not going on leisure travel, it's gonna be for my cockpit fam ride. But that has to be 5 hours, and I don't think Birmingham would give me my 5 hours. But if anything ever comes up that I need to go to Birmingham for, 100%, my man, 100%. We'll get lunch, and I'll pay. Got our. This is a 2024 issue. I've been seeing this lady with her her big old chin. Alright, brake set, clear off headset, clear disconnect. Look for the pin on the left side of the airplane. Oh my god. I'm always like putting my mouse up here and clicking just to make sure that my mouse isn't outside of the screen, because then you get a bunch of, like, y'all, it shows up a little stuttery for y'all. We got a good start on 1. We can roll number 2. I can't say that surprised me. Because I think Orlando's got its own like little terrain, something other. Alright, there's the pin. And we'll give him the flash so he knows that we've got the signal. Why did this never run? Alright. Good start on 2. Gotta start flow. Engine mode. Selector to normal. Arm spoilers. Oh hell. FS24 strikes again. Reset Jet. I like that name. Welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for the subscription, and hope you're enjoying the content. Welcome to the Wrong Side community. Just bear with me real quick. Gotta go tell the sim what controls to use, because it's a livery I haven't flown in 24 yet. I think the main things are just going to be the flight sim PM stuff. Should probably do the rudders too. Ready for sim update 3, because this shit takes way too long. Because I guess it's pulling all the profiles from the cloud. But it's sad that it's got to sit here and buffer this long for such small amount of data. Which, by the way, I've got like 2 gigs of internet, so it's not the internet. Hope the Phoenix BFU drops soon. You and me both, man. You and me both. I think it's going to bring a lot of really cool features. And Sharklets on a 319 is going to be dope. Alright, that should be good. I don't think there's anything else that... Save. Resume. Now, guy, you're going to... Oh, hell yeah, dude. I am down for barbecue. 100%. Alright. Normal. There we go. Arm spoilers, reset rotor trim. Flaps 2. Down 0.4. Or, in percentage, 30.2 CG. Get this to on. TA. And we can kill the APU. Alright, brakes released. We'll do a brake check. Watching that brake accumulator. Pressure 0. Alright guys, as a reminder, the whole objective of this this stream is to show y'all a really cool Kennedy Space Center and like space mod that we'll be seeing once we get out that way. Hill. So many damn times I clicked that today. Uh-oh. Another airplane headed this way. Good. Yeah, that's what I'd heard. They'd put it on the local. That's what this thing needs. Alright. Mini brief. We're departing off runway 17 right on the Mazzolo 3 departure. The first fix of Cape up to 7,000 feet. Our gross weight's 133.8. Flaps config 2. Fuel's 9.7. V1's 139. V2 is 143. Flight controls check. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Slow it down. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Flight controls checks complete. I feel like my tiller's like, or my rotor pedals. It's not. Kind of seemed like I was giving it too much input at first. Anyways, before start checklist, Windows. What am I saying? Tax checklist. Gross weight comparisons complete. Pitch trim 30.2% CG set. V1 VR V2 flex 39 40 43 flex. Where'd it go? I had a flex in there. Now there's no flex. right here behind homeboy. Yeah. 2 down 0.4, 67. I don't know how 67 got kicked out. Anyways, 39, 40, 43, flex 67. Flaps config 2. Flight controls are checked. Kmco takeoff all green. Ecam status is checked. Oh. I think my buttons are. Yeah. That button interferes. Ecam status checked. PWS is on auto. TCAS code set TRA. Cabin crews advised. Mini brief is complete. Lineup checklist. Runway 17 right. Full length confirmed inside and outside. Fuel. Min required takeoff is 9.4. We got 9.6 on board, cutting it close. Engine mode selector is normal. Bleed packs are set. Lineup checklist is complete. Just ready to go see some space shit. Alright, clear on final. He's rolling down the runway. Departure heading is 185. Wait on that dude to get up out the way. Alright, let's roll. Man, flex SRS runway auto thrust blue. Oh, hell. I didn't know I was muted. I wonder how long that's been on. I've noticed, like, I've started having a tendency to accidentally hit a little mute button on my stream deck, and that may have been what had happened. Alright guys, so here is the Space Coast. So what I was saying when y'all couldn't hear me was that I've got to mow my yard like really bad. I was planning on mowing after the stream, and this shit is coming. And my house is like right up over here. So that's not good. Not really digging these clouds much. There you are. Damn it. Fucking course. Yeah, what happened was... Damn it. Yeah, so like on the takeoff roll, I noticed that the sim was way too loud, so I reached over to turn that down, and I think I touched the mute button. I'm gonna keep on hitting that shit. Check this out. Got the entire Space Coast all modeled. Oh wait, what is that? I was really not wanting to have to change the weather for this. And depending on like the atmosphere and like weather and all that kind of stuff will dictate how long the smoke plume will linger and show. But there you go, got a little SpaceX launching right there. Pretty dope. And look at that, still going. No TFRs, and then we go to intercept. That'd be dope. If only we could intercept, right? Don't know how to. Let's see. Showcase drone follow. Nope. Alright, there we go. Cool. Then drone speed. And we're gonna come out here and check this thing out. And you can spawn it at different launch pads. But I think from actually I don't know if you can do different launch pads. You can spawn at different like at the assembly building. I think it might even be like rolling towards the launch pad. But we're gonna get up close and personal. Check this thing out. Look at that, even reflects off the water. There we go. Now we got a nice long plume. And that is typically what I see, that you'll see the smoke plume go up a little ways and then it stops and then it kind of picks up again once it's in the atmosphere. Or like in the outer portions of the atmosphere. The only thing is though, with 2024, this mod doesn't have sounds, at least that I've heard. But in 2020 it does. Maybe there's something in my sound settings. Not sure. We got SpaceX buildings off in the distance. Got the NASA assembly building. Also got the little like little museum and shit off in the distance. Been there before. It was actually pretty boring. Did not care for it. Alright, so here we go. Here's your close up. And then after this, I'll check and see if I can figure out what's going on with the sound effects. Like even all the little thingies let go. Rotates. And you can do different eras. You can do this is Artemis. You can do the space shuttle. You can do the Apollo. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on with the sounds. Other aircraft, maybe? Environment? I don't know why those are all the way down. Alright, so let's try this again and see if we get any sounds. It would be cool if you could hear the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No sound. That's weird. That's weird that there's no sound in 24, but there is in 2020. Here's the assembly building. And when you see this in person, it is hella cool. So where's that little museum place? That's over here. So if you are ever in like the Orlando area, Daytona area, anywhere close to the Space Coast, you can visit this place here. It's like a museum kind of thing. You can walk around all of these different space shuttles, bunch of different like little educational things. They got stuff that's been to the moon, all that shit. I went to it with some friends. Wasn't super impressed. These are a lot smaller than I thought they were going to be. So, but it is something you can do. And I even like space stuff, and I still didn't really find it to be the coolest shit in the world. I would get a couple more launches, and we're gonna jump back to the airplane. Oh yeah, it's over here. Let's do the space shuttle though. Gotta admit, it's kind of dope. It's simple, but it's dope. And if you're flying along, and I don't know if there's a way to automate this, but if you could automate this while you're flying along and see it without having to, you know, tell it to launch, that would be that'd be pretty cool. And so it even changes the launch pad with whatever you choose. It's pretty nifty. I do like the space shuttle a lot. I think the space shuttle's pretty dope. Alright, I'll watch this one up close, then we'll jump back to the airplane. We'll do another launch from the airplane. I do have the plane holding just off the coast. Hopefully we don't burn too much fuel. Whoa, what was it? Did it just switch to nighttime on its own? Yeah, it needs some sounds. And it's a whole different flame too. Different color, different length. And like at nighttime, if you get close, all of these lights that are like lighting up the launch pad. Which is pretty cool. Alright, let's go to here. Let's get live weather back on. Airplane's probably screaming. Yeah, figures. Thrust climb, open climb. We're going to be landing with not a whole lot of gas. 4,600 pounds of gas. That is the REM F on a Neo. So by the way, because I didn't explain this, the way to get your hands on this mod, you just go buy it in Sim Market. It's in there. It's I think $30, which is kind of fucking expensive for what it is, but it is kind of cool, especially if you fly into this area a lot. It's pretty neat. We are direct wake up right now. And there goes the rocket. That thing is already way higher than us. Obviously, you would never be able to get this close in the real world. You would get in some big time trouble. I wish it'd kick off like some more plume. It's pretty cool though. We're trusting the airplane to keep flying. Yes, we were. Purely off of trust. But alright guys, hope y'all enjoyed that. Like I said, the whole mod comes with all of the launch pads and the assembly building, and I'm not sure if they add much to the strip over there. I would think they would. That's kind of, you know, a big part of it, but it's got a nice view behind the wing. Now, I've had times that we had rocket launches and the planes, like I had flights coming into Orlando, and I would ACARS the pilots and say, hey, give me a rocket launch, be looking off to your 11 o'clock, like if they're southbound, be watching for it, and they'd get pictures of it and send it to me. It's always really cool. Alrighty, STDs for you, me, and the jump seat. We are standard. We've got a message, which I'm sure is just going to be, hey, y'all were late. Why y'all late? And I'm going to get me a code. Let's say end, which is maintenance deferral. It's 69 minutes, giggity. We should get that acknowledgement pretty quick. There it is. Is that shimmy normal? Sometimes you can kind of feel the airplane wiggle around a little bit as the winds are kind of moving around, but you wouldn't, I don't think, notice it or see it as much as you do in the sim. And that's been one issue with mine with the sim, both sims actually, where I feel like the effects that wind has on the airplane is quite a bit exaggerated. And the wind itself is kind of unrealistic in the way that it's just like constantly, all over the place. I've never really seen that, but even when I have seen the winds moving around a little bit, indicated in the cockpit, you don't really feel it all that much unless they're pretty strong winds. So, see, next we need drivable roads. That'd be cool. Take the juice goose on. I mean, now there are some, like, some sceneries have like custom roads. Some of the parallel 42 sceneries have custom roads, and I'll take the juice goose on them. And man, you can haul ass, and it's smooth, it's drivable. But aside from that kind of a thing, to your point, we could use some drivable roads. But then everybody's gonna be arguing, well, it's a flight sim. Why do you need, It's not truck sim. Look, man, we have a replica of our world. Okay, we just want to be able to do what we want to do in our world. Is that weather getting closer? Oh, looks like it's kind of breaking up. And usually, when it hits the cool air off Lake Apopka, it will weaken a bit. It's probably about to be over my house right now. Just a few minutes. Wrong said, did you see my message? I don't think so. Messagery C. What is that? But no, I haven't seen a message. Don't see no message nowheres. No, in chat, not on phone. Let's see. Let me go back in chat. Oh, SI, say intentions, traffic is now live. Okay, nice. Is it beta or is it like public? I still think they need to go fix the air traffic controlling itself. She started to shimmy. Yeah, it's shimmying. Let's see what's the wind showing on the eCam for the nav display. But those are relatively stable winds compared to 2024. But even in a real airplane, like, you won't see it even moving that much. At least I never have. And because of Microsoft, I pay attention to it. I even took video of it once. Can't see the coast yet on this side, but can we see any boats on this side? I know Shaq, if Shaq was here, he loves them boats. See some coastline up ahead. It's for everyone, but they're calling it beta. Gotcha, okay. Yeah, that's something I'll have to play around with a little bit. I did unsubscribe from the ATC portion of it. So I actually may not be able to get it. I just bought the Entourage and then haven't really used it. But in some sad news, I tried plugging in all of my Boeing shit. I was actually going to do this stream in a 7.3 because we fly a lot of Airbus here. And for whatever reason, my PC is not picking up one of my CDUs and not picking up my autopilot panel. So not sure what the hell is up with that. Cables are fine. I'm using the same cables with these. Whatever you call them, McDoos. So I'm not really sure what's going on with it, but it's getting kind of irritating. It's going to make Foreflight training harder to do. I was about to look at something. Oh yeah. Say intentions. So, how is the beginning to everybody's week? It's Monday. Mondays suck. We got Taylor back there in the back. She kind of sounds a little hot. Oh damn, she knows the Spirit. Hey Taylor,
Ladies and
you
gentlemen, this is your flight attendant speaking. We have now reached cruising altitude and we will be starting our snack
we haven't.
and drink service
Oh
shortly.
yeah, we have.
I highly recommend
How does she know that?
our delicious pretzel
I didn't even
bites
know
with a
that.
refreshing departing from Orlando and heading to Savannah. Okay, Captain. I will make the announcement.
I didn't say any, bitch. Anyways, alright, so let's see. Fuel prediction, this may fuel unravel. Good God, 4,100 pounds of gas. We're at 4.9 now, so that's 800 pounds, so 129.0 minus 0.8 gives us a landing weight of 128.2. Low auto brake, max reverse. No way. How short is it? Oh, 7,000 feet? Well, we're not that heavy. Alright. Medium auto brakes. Alright, let's talk about it real quick. We are about to join up on a very busy airway that flies the East Coast corridor. So we're probably going to see a lot of traffic on old TCAS. Before we even do that, let me run through my top hat flow. This flight plan, pretty much I'm going to put a 5-mile range ring. That is for my own situational awareness. Rad nav will clear out Orlando. Not sure if there's Savannah VOR. I think there is. Yeah, there we go. Proc page. Ksav 01. Perf. Next, and next. In Savannah, current weather. Winds variable. 10 statute miles, scatter 4,000, broken 11,000, broken 25,000, temperature's 34. Barrows 3007. Fuel prediction, estimated to land with 4,100 pounds of gas, so we've got 11 minutes of extra on 11 minutes on top of our 45-minute reserve, so that's not much. Secondary flight plan, we're going to delete, and we're good to go there. Everything else is set. Alright. So looking at chart 11-1, effective 30th September 2022, ILS runway 1, frequency is 111.9, final approach course 6 degrees, intercept glide slope 2,000 at Milzu. Decision altitude is 239, touchdown zone elevation is 39, minimum safe altitude around Savannah 2,600 feet. If we go miss, climb to 1,000, and then climb to 4,000 outbound on Savannah, radial 001 to Tills, intercept DME 20.0 off Savannah, and hold. Transition level is 18,000. Demands for the approach 200, 3/4 mile. We've got that, so no worries there. On runway 1, it's grooved, high intensity runway lights. Pappy on the left with 3-degree glide path on the Pappy. RVR is reporting 5,953 feet from the glide slope, 150 feet wide. When we land, it's going to be a left-hand turnoff. We'll probably just roll it down to the end. We'll pull off, run through our 3-minute cool down, clean up and all that good stuff, and then park wherever we like. I swear they got everything dashed. I don't know if that's something new or is that just a Savannah thing. So, anyways, it's ILS, so both ILS push buttons are armed. Auto brake medium, flaps full reverse thrust, right C landing. No MELs, no CDLs, and 320 for tail strike avoidance. Decent. Took it down to 2,000. Thrust idle descent. Alright, alright, alright. Who graduated? And what all happened at this party? I want the deets. What'd y'all eat? Was it like a high school graduation? College graduation? Because you know that's the difference between no alcohol and alcohol. And I really do not feel like mowing today. Grass is high, and so is the heat, and I just don't feel like doing it. But my grass is terribly high because I've been procrastinating so much. But I also wanted to mow on Monday so that it'll like last through my work week and I don't have to worry about. If I would have mowed it, you know, say this past Friday, then I would be having to mow it again. Shit, probably like in the middle of my work week. I don't want to do that. Did not. Cousin's daughter, okay. And there was alcohol involved. Even had games including cornhole and a giant beer pong game set. Well, shit. Thanks for my invite. Everybody would, I don't know, everybody would probably just go home because I would be whooping that ass in some cornhole. I love me some cornhole. Get that flight control replay ready to go so I don't forget about it. And I guess we probably could have had these up during the flight. Get it nice and shaded up in her. You know, welcome to come here anytime. You and Crystal would have a bedroom waiting for you. I appreciate that. We ought to. We ought to just come fly out there one weekend. And maybe whenever the dogs are gone, we can just kind of run down to the airport, jump on an airplane, and go. We'd have to do that. I don't know if Crystal will be down for such a long flight, but if she ain't, I am. Zach, my man. Dude, this stream is for you, dude. I know how much you, well, I think you like space shit, don't you? I know you love weather, but do you like space shit? But if so, we should play it back. We put the airplane into a hold around the Kennedy Space Center and launched some rockets. Some SpaceX, some Apollo, some, I think it's Atlantis shuttle. So you can see all that on the if you go back a little bit. So we played beer pong with giant trash cans and basketball. That's fun. That's probably more fun than like regular beer pong because you can at least like make it, you know, not bounce everything off the rim. Let's see, questions. I keep having issues with my wind wing, McDo in Phoenix. McDo rarely works. It just stays black, and I even open SimApp Pro prior to launching. Is your hardware up to date? Not just the software, but the hardware. So to look at that, you would like click on it, and then there would be make sure that your firmware is up to date. If it's not, then you'll want to obviously do that. But when you go to do that, you'll have to unplug most of your peripherals, and it'll tell you, like, it won't let it update until you've unplugged most of your stuff. Run the update, and then see if that works for you. I've had some, not issues, but it's been clunky updating the hardware. So I gotta unplug everything, I click firmware update, and when I do that, it'll, like, the screen just gets stuck. So then I'll have to kill SimApp Pro, restart my PC, come back, and then do the same thing again. Come back, hit the firmware update button, and then it updates. I've had to do that with, like, each WinWing device, which is kind of weird, but give that a shot and see. Yeah, firmware is updated, and so it's, damn it. Did you try a different USB? Have you tried uninstalling SimApp Pro, reinstalling, and then, like, re-updating everything? Sometimes unplug the FCU and reconnect it, and it will come back on. I don't have a single issue. Yeah, I mean, of all the software that I use, typically WinWing is the most reliable for me. But I have started having issues today where I was wanting to fly the PMDG 7.3, but the PC wasn't recognizing my FCU nor one of my FMSs. So, little word, wrong button. Alrighty, approach checklist. Briefing is complete. Approach stable by, let's call it 1,100 feet. ECAM status is checked. Minimums, Barrow 239, and altimeters 3007 set. Approach checklist is complete. It's just random, like, not at all the time, but highly annoying. I think it's Phoenix. I've never had any issues. Is your Phoenix up to date? And so all of my stuff is plugged into a powered USB hub. Mine's not directly in. Alright, we're gonna go direct Turby, because Turby was, like, our next fix was beyond Turby. So hopefully we can get caught up on the profile. I'll do a little vectoring to bleed off some altitude. Been told it's a sim bridge issue. Yeah, so that with my sim bridge, I don't have it where it automatically runs.
Captain, cabin is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your flight attendant speaking. We are now on our final approach into Savannah. At this time, please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Kindly ensure your tray tables are put away. Your seats
Yeah,
are in
sim
their
bridge
full
is
upright
for fly-by-wire, but maybe
position, and your
it
seatbelts are
conflicts
fastened.
somehow.
Once we land, Spirit Airlines staff on the ground will provide you with information regarding your connecting flights. Thank you for your attention, and we appreciate your cooperation.
Hey Taylor, just got a message from crew scheduling. You are going to be rerouted onto a another flight down to Fort Lauderdale instead of overnighting in Savannah.
Understood, Captain. I will inform the crew about the change in plans and prepare for the new destination. Ladies and gentlemen, we have received an update regarding our flight. Instead of overnighting in Savannah, we will be rerouted to Fort Lauderdale. Please remain seated as we prepare for landing. Thank you for your understanding.
Hey Taylor, if you want, you can call crew scheduling and call out sick for your next flight, and then come hang out with me at the hotel.
Thank you for the offer, Captain, but I'll be sticking to my duties. I appreciate it, though.
Hey Taylor, I regret to inform you that I do have COVID, and believe I accidentally gave it to you, so you'll want to call crew scheduling and let them know that you're sick.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Captain. I will call crew scheduling right away to inform them. Thank you for letting me know.
So since you'll be calling out sick, you're going to come hang out with me at the hotel room?
Thank you for the invitation, Captain, but I need to prioritize my responsibilities. I will call crew scheduling and handle the situation accordingly.
Wilmington with air support. Support said to make sure my game pass. Yeah, that is another thing. Callie actually had an issue with that early on. I think they meant SimConnect, which is Microsoft Flight Sim. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. That would make more sense. That SimConnect. Let's get sent to the Chief Pilot's Office Special Rescue Training. I've actually already taken some of that this year for management. Alright, so Omni approach. Go flaps 1. Last one star, Loke star. On autopilot 1 and 2, so we're looking good. Speed, glide slope star, or glide slope low, cap 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Or fired. Wrong side is about to have a number from company to copy. Yeah, that'd be like Chief Pilot giving me a call. Look, all I said was hang out at the hotel. I didn't say anything beyond that. That could mean, like, you know, we'll purchase a smart water from the from the vending area and just hang out and shoot the shit. Alright, we'll go flaps 2, speed checks, flaps 2. Start the recorder, and let's go gear down. We are fast. We had it down around 180 knots, and then it started chasing that glide slope pretty steep. I think we'll be able to slow it down and get configured enough. Flaps 3. Flaps full, landing checklist. Cabin crews advised. Auto thrust, speed, auto brakes, medium. And Kmco landing all green. Landing checklist is complete. We're still fast. We don't really have the fuel to go around. Alright, we're slowing pretty good now. Now it's shallowing out. It's 1,000 feet. We are stable and slowing. I think we got a traffic on approach somewhere off our right side. Oh no, they're on the intersecting runway. It's like United. That other runway's a lot longer too.
Above 200 minimum 100
shitty texture problems.
50 40 30 20 retard drive.
Oh my god. I knew there was traffic. I knew there was traffic. I was looking for him, so I moved the camera up. We almost died.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Savannah. We have just landed at Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. Did you know that Savannah is known for its beautiful historic architecture and charming public squares? It's also famous for its delicious southern cuisine. On behalf of Captain Blake, First Officer Captain Canada, and the entire crew, we thank you for flying with Spirit Airlines today. The local time here is 12:45 p.m. Please remain seated with your seatbelts.
Alright, so we're going to wait on that 3-minute engine cooldown.
We hope you enjoy your time
While we
in
wait,
Savannah.
we'll get cleaned up. Brakes released. And we're going to go predict wind shear and weather radar off. And back over to TA. Then we're going to disarm spoilers, flaps, captain side, flight director NILS, and then my side, flight director ILS, and then lights. So I got a damn King Air. See what gates are open. Pretty much just 3 gates. This one, that one, and that one. Well, I guess he's about to give it to Delta. Right up the arse. We could go over here. See where this guy goes. Alright, cool, so that's what we'll do, and we'll come park. Next to this Delta. Should be gate 5. Badass livery. I'll tell you what, for time purposes, we're just gonna go straight ahead. Delta said they don't mind if we use their gate. It's like completely reset all my settings. I hate this little number thingy. I like to use the marshaller. Alright, brake set. We'll let them up. And we'll shut it down. Yo, chin. The jetway's not working this scenery. The jetways weren't working in Orlando either. So maybe there's something else going on. And while we're thinking about it, I want to turn off these number things. On the staircase and the wingspan, speed up far vehicles, connect pushback on boarding. Where do I turn that shit off? Huh. I don't know where to turn off the, like where it shows you the numbers above the marshaller's head. That ruins immersion. And now she's doing yoga. Yeah, it's like damn jetways ain't. I don't know what to do to fix that. But anyways, Netflix and chill, who knows? Yeah, who knows? Wrong side, you're a danger to all of us. Yeah. Yes, I am. Dale, what's going on, bud? This is a long shot, but that side stick you sent me, do you have other pieces to swap it back to the captain side? I'd have to look. I might. Probably somewhere in my little junk drawer. Wait, HBO and chill. Zach's here. I'll see myself out. Good plan. Silky smooth landing. And let's see what that was. Let's see how that what that landing rate was. It did feel smooth. Ooh, got some weather popping up in the area too. Negative 68.58. I'll take it. It was a little floaty though. Like, was relatively close to needing to go around. I just love this livery. I love the mismatch. And then like the engine cowlings. Possible pilot div, yeah, pretty much. And it's interesting that they have the one and only ILS on the shorter runway. It's very weird. Got a number for you to call, or him. One of y'all call. No joke. Oh, Fight Sim guy, how's it going, my friend? Happy Monday to you. Future green dot video incoming. That's about right. Alright, let's set up the airplane for the replay. I don't know why my drone does that. It's super obnoxious. Alrighty. Dismiss. Pull all that stuff. Panel states. Ready. Activate. Stop that. Load. Before I load, I am going to go back to the drone camera. Man, Savannah's busy. This is all live traffic that we're running. What the fuck is this? Good looking airplane. Awesome livery. I've got to get my drone camera controller debacle all squared away. Replay always does that shit on here. Alright, D, I will. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know if I have the little piece or not. Were you in the right seat and then decided to move to the left seat? The rat is out. You can kind of see that weather that's starting to pop up just south of Savannah. Yes, Queen. And then it's like it's reading it hit something. Dead again, dead again, dead again. Fucking dumb. Oh, we'll get on the airplane. Oh no, I kind of want to see this angle. No. Brian, what's up, man? Happy Monday to you. Skittles livery for the win. That's what I'm screaming. Especially this one. There's something about this one. He just got it just so right. You gotta love it. I guess there. Oh yeah, there's a port that runs through here. There's rain showers starting to pop up. So we might start catching some rain here shortly. I do hate it when you get this mixture of 3D, satellite 3D trees and then sim trees. This airport's got some terrain issues. And this airport supposedly works like it's made with 2024. See, now that we're on the airplane, there's not going to be any like the LOD loading issues with the runway, so now it's not going to do that like you just died bullshit. Well guys, hope y'all enjoyed this episode. If you did not see the SpaceX Kennedy Space Center mod, can either watch it on the replay or roll it back from here and check that out. The mod is super, super cool. Allows you to launch SpaceX, Apollo, and Atlantis space shuttles from Kennedy Space Center. And it's a pretty cool thing to watch out the window of your airplane when you're flying around. Jerry Aviation, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. I almost smashed it. The last second, I gave one hard jerk on the side stick, and it kind of saved it. I just about ate it. Yeah, they're doing its thing again. But alright, guys. In case y'all didn't see the pinned message, if it's something that you'd be interested in, I did bring back the wrong side dispatched class, where basically if you're part of that tier and you would like me to dispatch your sim flights as realistically as possible, I will be more than happy to do that. You just join my Discord, so you can shoot me a DM or put it into the dispatch request channel, and then I can dispatch your sim flights for you. But anyways, other than that, guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful Monday. I gotta go mow the yard before the thunderstorms start brewing here in Central Florida, and not sure when the next time we're going to stream is going to be, but whenever that is, I can't wait for it. I always enjoy hanging out with you guys. I meant to put this camera a little bit further down, but anyways, thanks to everybody who come to hang out today. Huge shout out to all the channel members. As always, greatly appreciate you guys, and love y'all just so much. I'll leave y'all on this one last replay, and then I am out. Have a great week, and until next time, as always, be good at it. I am Wrong Side Simulations. Keep it on the wrong side, and I'll see y'all later. If I can get this camera right. See you guys.